Hello and welcome to Opinions Plus. Thank you, everyone who has taken the time to look at my clip on the attacks on Governor Walz's son. It's an important question, the why we do what we do, and how we can attack someone for just loving because it's in our best interest. Where's the moral foundation of all this? I can't speak to where it comes from. I can give my thoughts about it. But it's important to recognize, in my opinion, at this time, at this stage, that we have lost a commitment to righteousness, haven't we? And there's an emphasis, a growing emphasis on disparagement in public discourse, a vulgarity in public discourse. A word is just a word, but it's how it's felt that's important. Why is it that we have such an attraction to party, to team? How does it become so controlling within us? And I ask you to think about why you think it does in some people. Not all, but many. It becomes a controlling feature in people's lives. And it goes back to many, many things. Why is there so little guidance given by those who have responsibilities of leadership to bring us away so that we do not attack a young man for loving his father and make it, acceptable on social media to do that? The old bullying thing that we heard so much about that drove some people to suicide even because it's such an intrinsic part of their lives. Why do we hate so much? Why do we hate so much? And why has it become, prevalent in today's world? People have hated, and hated for centuries. For as long as people have been around, I guess, they've hated something about it. Part of the unique aspect of man. But that's where morals, that's where ethics, that's where social norms come in. Don't you agree? To shunt the hatred over to a side so that it's not impeding our life, our values, our goodness. And I think it's a basic human weakness. We all have it. But some can control it. Some use prayer. Some use awareness. Some use meditation. Some use their, as was talked about in the DNC speeches, their mother's influence. A lot of people influence us other than our mothers. And as young people, they know perfectly well that some of that mother's influence, it goes in one ear and right out the other. There's interesting psychological phenomena that goes into the humankind, no matter what age. But mother's influence is there. Father's influence is there. And to take this concept and making it a negative because the father isn't there, or there is a violent situation in the home, forcing people to become one thing or another. There's nothing there that forces a person to develop a way of life. There are choices to be made, and one of the ways people change their environment, their influencing environment, is by seeking other environments, other inputs to help and guide them. I don't know where this can all go, but I do know, or this is going to go in today's world, but I do know that there's going to be a uptick in violence if Donald Trump loses. And there's such hate and vitriol and, just the anger that is built in. And that you saw that anger in, just attacking that young man. But it's an impression that we have to do something about. In all these clips I've made, I've tried to always emphasize going to the good. The good is our guide. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel happy. It makes you feel better. It's a unique thing. But to some people's good, and it's usually the minority, their good is not a healthy good. It's not even defined as good. But to them, that's what they view it as, because that's what they want. And want equals good in some people's minds. I disagree with that completely. Good is unique in itself. It has a purpose in itself. It doesn't stray. It only benefits. And that's what we need to seek. Seek the goodness and the quality in others. Embrace the value that others give us. Don't be afraid of it. Enhance that type of society characteristics that bring other people within us, close to us, to talk about us, to talk with us, and not be foreign to it, not be afraid of it. But we have to have laws. Don't forget that. And laws are not fair. Laws are not just. Laws are laws based on the need of the society at the time they were created. You, the person behind the legislation, are and the voter. We are all part of it. Mostly the people that talk about it in the congressional sessions and whatnot. But this is our point of influence. Influence to the good. Go to the good. Do what is righteous and honorable. And if you don't understand what it is, start to seek it. The act of seeking it will lead you to a better way of life. I want to thank you again for listening, for sharing the video, the clips that I had on Tim Walz's son, and the attack of his joy of seeing his father ascend to a responsible position in this country. Just joy. I cannot see that. And that should be a part of all our lives. To seek the joy, not to go, crazy about it. Normalcy. And normalcy does not work with hate or negativity. Just enjoy the joy, the hope, the goodness that surround us and everything. Thank you again for listening. Have a good day. If you like what you hear, subscribe. Pass it on to someone. It may have value to them. I appreciate it. And it's a joy to see, the viewership rise. I do appreciate it very much. And the subscribership as well. Thank you, and have a good day.